Okay, so we all know the planets, right? Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. 8 planets. We learned them in school, we memorized them, we moved on. But here's the thing, there are planets out there so weird that most people have never even heard of them. Planets that rain diamonds, planets that are hotter than the sun, planets that are made entirely of glass. And some of them are so strange that scientists are still trying to figure out how they even exist. Today, we're going through every bizarre, mind-blowing planet that nobody talks about. And trust me, once you hear about these, you'll never look at space the same way again. Let's go.
Let's start with the craziest one, 55 Cancri E, also known as the Diamond Planet. Yes, a planet made of diamonds. This planet is about twice the size of Earth, and scientists believe that the pressure inside it is so intense that the carbon has been compressed into diamond. So basically, the entire planet is one giant diamond floating in space. Like, imagine that, a whole planet, just diamonds, everywhere. If you could somehow fly there and grab a piece, you'd be the richest person in history by 1,000,000 times over. But here's the bad news. This planet is insanely close to its star, like dangerously close. It orbits its star in less than 18 hours, and the surface temperature is around 2,000 degrees. So yeah, there are diamonds everywhere, but you'd be vaporized before you could grab one. The universe has a sick sense of humor sometimes.
Second is HAT-P7b. HAT-P7b is a planet that orbits its star completely backwards. Like every other planet we know of orbits in a certain direction, but this one, nope, it goes the opposite way. Scientists think a massive collision knocked it into a backward orbit billions of years ago. But here's what makes it even more insane. This planet has winds so powerful that they're stronger than anything we've ever seen in the solar system. We're talking winds that could rip you apart in seconds. And here's the wild part. It rains gems on this planet, possibly sapphires and rubies. So picture this, a planet going backwards around its star, with gem-filled storms raging across the surface. Absolutely insane. Third, WASP-12b. Okay, so this one is kind of sad, actually. WASP-12b is a planet that is literally being eaten by its own star. It's so close to its star that the star's gravity is actually pulling the planet apart, piece by piece. Like the atmosphere is being ripped off and sucked into the star. Scientists call this atmospheric escape. But honestly, it sounds more like the planet is slowly dying. This planet is one of the darkest planets ever discovered, too. It absorbs almost all the light that hits it. It's basically a giant dark blob being slowly destroyed by its star. Kind of a depressing way to exist, honestly. But it teaches us something cool. Planets aren't permanent. Even in space, nothing lasts forever.
Fourth one, Kelt 9b. How hot can a planet get? Well, Kelt 9b decided to find out. This planet is so hot that its surface temperature is around 4,000 degrees Celsius. That's hotter than the actual surface of our sun. Wait, a planet hotter than a sun? How is that even possible? Well, it's incredibly close to its star, like ridiculously close, and its star is one of the hottest stars we've ever found. So basically, this planet is being cooked alive, constantly. At these temperatures, metals actually turn into gas on this planet. Iron, titanium, all just floating around as gas in the atmosphere. It's basically a furnace disguised as a planet. Scientists are honestly shocked it even exists, because at that temperature, it shouldn't really survive as a planet at all. But somehow it does. Space is wild.
Fifth one, GJ1214b. Now this one's interesting because it's actually kind of close to Earth. Well, close by space standards. It's about 42 light years away. GJ1214b is what scientists call a super-Earth. It's bigger than Earth, but smaller than Neptune. And here's what makes it fascinating. Scientists think it might be covered entirely in water, like a planet completely covered in a massive ocean. No land, just water everywhere. The ocean might be thousands of kilometers deep. Imagine that. An entire planet, just endless ocean. No beaches, no land, just water as far as you can see in every direction. And the water might not even be normal water. At that depth and pressure, it could turn into something scientists call super-ionic water, which is basically ice that's also liquid at the same time. Yeah, science gets weird sometimes.
Sixth one, Tress 4b. Here's another planet that confuses scientists. Tress 4b is one of the largest planets ever discovered. It's about twice the size of Jupiter. But here's the problem. It's way too big for how close it is to its star. Scientists don't really understand how a planet that big survived being that close to a star. The heat should have blown it apart long ago, but it's still there, just chilling, being enormous. It's like finding a snowman in the middle of a desert. It shouldn't be there, but somehow it is. Scientists call these kinds of planets hot Jupiters, and they're one of the biggest mysteries in space right now. How do they form? How do they survive? Nobody really knows yet. Seventh one, OGLE 2005 BLG 390LB. Okay, this planet has the longest name in space history. But don't let that distract you. This planet is freezing, like colder than anything you can imagine. The surface temperature is around negative 220 degrees Celsius. That's so cold that everything on it is basically frozen solid, forever. No atmosphere, no weather, no wind, just silence and extreme cold. If you could somehow stand on this planet, you wouldn't hear anything, see anything move, feel anything except pure cold. It's basically a frozen rock floating in the middle of nowhere. Kind of creepy when you think about it. A completely silent, frozen world, just existing out there in the dark.
8-1, Kepler 442b. Now here's one that actually matters for humanity. Kepler 442b is considered one of the most Earth-like planets ever found. It's the right size, it's in the right distance from its star, and it might have liquid water on the surface. Scientists call it one of the best candidates for having life. Not confirmed, but possible. This planet is about 112 light years away, so we can't get there anytime soon. But the fact that it exists means something huge. It means Earth might not be the only planet with life. There could be other worlds out there with oceans, atmospheres, maybe even living things. And that thought, that changes everything about how we see the universe. We might not be alone.
Night 1, PSR 1919 plus 21. Let's go back in history for this one. PSR 1919 plus 21 is special because it was the first planet ever discovered outside our solar system. Before 1992, scientists didn't even know other planets existed beyond our 8. Then they found this one, and everything changed.
And here's the thing, we've only scratched the surface. Right now, scientists have discovered over 5,000 planets outside our solar system, and they find new ones almost every week. Some of them are going to be even crazier than everything we just talked about. Planets made of lava, planets that are pure gas, planets so big they're almost stars. The universe is full of worlds we haven't found yet, and with better telescopes and technology, we're going to discover things that will completely blow our minds. Space is huge, and we've barely explored any of it.
So yeah, the planets we learned in school, Mercury through Neptune, they're just the beginning. Out there in the universe, there are worlds raining diamonds, worlds hotter than the sun.
worlds completely covered in endless oceans, worlds being slowly destroyed by their own stars. And honestly, the craziest planets haven't even been discovered yet. We're living in an incredible time. Scientists are finding new worlds every single week, and every single one of them teaches us something new about how the universe works. So next time you look up at the sky at night, remember this. Every single star you see up there might have planets around it, worlds we've never seen, places that would blow your mind. The universe is way stranger and more beautiful than we ever thought. Thanks for watching. Drop a comment and tell me which planet blew your mind the most, and subscribe for more videos about space and the insane things happening out there. See you in the next one.